What's up, guys? Welcome back to Brian Ninja, another video. Today we have obstacle of the week, which is a weekly challenge where we build an original obstacle concept and try our best to complete it. We'll see how we do on today's course, guys. Wish me luck. Alright, guys, so after 4 weeks, the score now stands at 2-2. Let's see who's ahead after today's challenge, the swing thing. Alright, guys, welcome back to Brian Ninja, another video. Thank you for swinging by the channel, because today we have a swinging challenge. It's a bunch of different stuff, but it's all about swings. I'm going to show you right now. Alright, guys, today's course is kind of a gauntlet, but it's all going to be swing. And we have these long chain of hooks here, which is holding up this cone. We have to take this cone all the way down the track on the zip line in order to reach this bar, go across these bars to reach this swing here. It's a classic playground swing. We have to build momentum on this to reach the punching bag and wrap around the punching bag without grabbing the top, just wrapping around the main part of it. And we have to throw this net swing over the top bar in order to get it down, because it's wrapped around. We have to unwrap it and then get on it, then get to this disc swing. Then we're going to turn around from here, go back to the net swing, back to the punching bag, back to this swing, and back to the bars, and then back to the zip line. There's a lot of back to things here. We're gonna go back on the zip line, get onto this drop swing here, which will drop under my weight. And I have to bring down this ladder, which is wrapped around like the other thing. We have to bring down the ladder, get on the ladder, go to the trapeze, and go from this trapeze bar. We have to grab onto this bar at the end here. If we can grab that bar, we win. Let's see how it goes, guys. All right, guys, this looks like a challenging course, but I'm sure we'll get into the swing of it. Hopefully, let's go. All right, guys, here we go on our first attempt. It's kind of a long challenge, so hopefully we can do well here, because otherwise we have to try the course a million times. It's gonna get very exhausting because it's a very long course. But here we go to the monkey bars and making our way across, and then to the playground swing here. But whoa, we slipped, but luckily we hung on with one hand to the rope, so that was a good catch. Probably flip-flops weren't the best idea to wearing for this. That was a weird syntax in my sentence. Probably I should not have worn my flip-flops. I'm still working on the sentence, I don't know. But here we go, back to the challenge. And as you can see, I'm trying to build some momentum here to get to that punching bag, which is the next part. This looks very simple. It's a simple playground swing, but I'm still kind of struggling to get to this punching bag. And that is a big gap, and also the swing set is shaking a lot, as you can see. So it's tough. I'm trying to grab with my feet, but it's just not working. And I think I'm about to realize, I'm going to realize I have to do a new plan to make it. So I'm changing my strategy a bit. I'm standing up to try to swing standing up. Maybe reach out to the punching bag in front of me. I am reaching, but it's still a far gap, and I'm losing my balance on the swing, and I missed it. That's gonna be a tough one, and it's probably a bunch more tough ones we haven't seen yet. That gap would be a lot easier if I put the punching bag on the first two hooks, which I probably should have done, because this might be too hard if I don't. All right, guys, here goes nothing on attempt number 2. To the monkey bars again. That was a big swing back there. We almost went back on the zip line with the other hand, but luckily we stayed on, and we're going back to the swing. A bit of a smoother transition this time, thankfully. I guess we are getting the swing of it after all, but we're gonna build momentum to get to the punching bag. I think we have deja vu of this, but hopefully this goes better. Or not. That punching bag is like on a timer to swing away from me. Whenever I get close to it, the punching bag goes back. It doesn't even move too much, but still. That's gonna be a tough point, guys. 2 attempts down. Alright, take 3. All right, guys, here we go on attempt number 3. Going down. We're cutting through that part a little bit because we've done it so many times already, or twice, but it feels like so many times. But I'm kicking the punching bag to try to get it closer to me. I'm trying to do different things to get to it. Now I'm trying to put my legs around it again and try to reach for it with my hands, but as you can see, it's not really work, because I have to get my whole body over to it. So I'm really just puzzled by how to do this punching bag. Now I'm back to a standing up strategy. I think I should go back to the idea before where I was using the bar next to me to get momentum. That seems like the best idea. I'm using my tools to get across, and now we're grabbing the bar again. And that helps a lot, but it also shakes the playset a lot, which is kind of a bad collateral damage of this strategy. But we did reach the punching bag, and we lost a shoe in the process, as you'll see here. Looking at the distance, my shoes will go flying into the bushes. My flip-flop did not stay on for long and went back in the bushes. But we're still hanging. One shoe or not, we're still hanging. And now we have to put the swing over. We put it over once. We're gonna try to put it over twice. And we failed to put it over twice. We'll try that again. We'll keep trying, because it gets harder and harder the lower it is, because you have to get it up higher, obviously, because it's hanging down lower, so you have to push it harder. So we have 2 swings now, but I want to keep going to try to get it lower, so it's easier to transfer to. But I'm also kind of overwhelmed by that, because that means you have to really keep flipping it, and you start losing your grip after a while. So I'm kind of struggling, and I gave out. Alright, guys, I think we just have to, probably after 2, just go for that one. It's kind of high up for my liking, but it's doable. So if we get beyond that swing at that point, it should be okay. Alright, attempt number 4. Let's see what we've learned here. We definitely know a bit more about how to get to a punching bag now, which can't hurt. So hopefully we'll do better in the boxing match, or the metaphorical boxing match here, as we get back to punching bag a lot smoother that time too, and faster. That might be because I cut it better, but also because we're getting more efficient, hopefully. We already have the punching bag over once. And as I said, I'm going to try to just do 2 flips and then get onto it. It seems like a better strategy. It's kind of hard to get up onto it when it's higher up, which is the trade-off. But it's also hard to flip it, so we're just going to try to climb onto it from here. Try to grab here, but the thing is going to start flipping on us because we're not up there. And I'm struggling I'm kicking, I'm fighting. It looks like I'm trying to swim, but I can't. Tried to... That was so close, but it tipped to the side on me. I could have done that, but that's exhausting, guys. That's a lot of weird movements in a row. I can do it, but man. Alright, guys, here we go on attempt number 5. We definitely want to start getting a move on here because our attempts are limited. And we still have a lot of course to do here. We've only made it less than halfway. Significantly less than halfway. Probably like a third of the way so far. We have a lot more to go. And we have to do that whole thing in a row, so it's going to be tough if we can make it. Right now we're struggling with just a basic swing here, as you can see. I'm going to try to keep getting back to his punching bag more consistently. That would definitely help. And I grabbed it again, so that's good. We're getting back into the rhythm here. We're not back, but getting into. But no, I grabbed the top of the punching bag. That's not allowed, and that attempt is disqualified. Grab the top, doesn't count. Guys, I got distracted because look at this. This stupid thing is already unscrewed somehow. No, I'm sorry, wrong one, but they're all kind of unscrewed. But how the heck is this unscrewed? This place that's like 6 months old, and it's like that's why it's probably breaking, because literally everything is just like coming apart. Alright guys, sorry I got distracted by the poor construction of this playset, but we're gonna go for attempt number 6 now. I will not grab the top this time, I swear. Hopefully. Alright guys, here's attempt number 6. We're gonna speed through the first part to get back to where we need to be. Yes, I did obviously mess up last time by grabbing the top of that, but at least I was good through the explanation because I was distracted by the playset. So don't blame me too much. I was mad that the playset was falling apart. But here we go, we're doing a lot better here. Maybe I'm channeling my anger into success. Because we already have the thing flipped. And we're trying to climb onto it. But we've been here before. Let's see if we can do better here. But again, that swing is flipping down. It's very tough. It might be another net loss for us. But hopefully we can get on here. Come on, Brian. Kicking again. I'm getting up there this time. So that's good. So this is our best attempt to date. Or to this time. Now we're going to go down to a swing. And hit the pole next to us. Which was unfortunate. But this challenge beat me up. But at least we're still in the fight. Barely. And now we're going to go back onto a net swing. Which is another awkward move. There's a lot of moves on this that just get exhausting. Like there's nothing that's like too like grip strength draining, but there's just a lot of awkward stuff that gets tough as you go. But we're making our way slowly but surely back onto the net. Come on, Brian. There we go. Pulling ourselves up and getting ready for our next boxing match. We have to get back on the punching bag and generate enough momentum to reach the swing next to it. I can't talk because I'm so excited for this attempt here, or something like that, or because I have a speech delay. I don't know what, but either way, we're on to the punching bag now. Come on, Brian. There we go. Speaking of delays, we're finally on the punching bag, and now I'm gonna try to work my way around the punching bag using the net swing next to me to get back onto the other side and get back to the playground swing. And I know I've had some concerns with my hugging strength in the past, but right now it looks pretty good. I'm hugging the punching bag with one arm. Until then, but it was good while it lasted. Alright guys, we still have 4 attempts to go and I'm exhausted already. So let's just make it here, please, because I don't know how I'm gonna do that punching bag part because you have no momentum going to a swing. So I don't know how I can get out to that swing. I have kind of a crazy idea of just trying to shake that swing so it starts swinging back and forth. I can grab it, but that's gonna probably require making the playset shake too. So alright, attempt number 7, we're back at the punching bag and back onto a punching bag. Let's get a good streak going here and get back up onto his net swing. First flip done. The second flip is a bit harder, as I said before, but we're not giving up the fight. Now we are. We're just going to try to climb onto it with one flip, which is kind of tough to do. I might regret that decision. Yeah, no way. This is exhausting like nothing else. Because, like, I don't even know. Like, you just have to wrap it. It's like a full body. Oh, this hurts. It's bad, guys. We have 3 attempts left. We haven't even made it back to the zip line to this part yet, so I'm kind of nervous about that. I thought we'd have a more even spread of attempts, but this is all failing on the punching bag. I'm also just losing strength, as you can see. Like I used to be better on the punching bag, but now I'm out of strength. That'll happen. Guys, the rope keeps getting stuck around the stupid hook, so every time I have to like adjust it, because it's flipping over, so it like opens the carabiner up, and I have to like fix it, and it's like stuck, and then the whole thing gets, that's why the whole thing gets like sideways, like kind of like lopsided like that, because it sucks, and also because the rope gets stuck in there. Alright guys, this part was extremely annoying because the whole thing got like messed up because it was hooked through the, like it was stuck through the carabiner with the rope. So I had to take the whole thing off and unflip it and then put it back on. So after all the failed attempts and frustration, this was like the cherry on top of being annoyed. Alright guys, another reason that thing is lopsided is because one of the hooks, especially the one on the left, but kind of both of them, they start going up, like they're supposed to stay straight down like this. But like this part, like the main bearing like rotates up, so then the whole thing gets uneven. This playset is 8 months old, 7 to 8 months old, and it does this. Like it's very bad quality, but what can I do? But yeah, it's really just disappointing, guys. When I first did the review for this playset, I was like, yeah, it's kind of like weird, but I thought it was more just like, I thought it could be improved, but it really can't be. It shakes, it's just falling apart constantly. I don't understand. I'm very frustrated with it too, because like, on top of everything else that makes this difficult, like having a playset that falls apart makes it very hard, so it sucks. Alright guys, tensions are rising, so let's make it through this challenge, please, before I get really mad. Hopefully we can make it right here. We're generating some momentum, and a miss. Like why is it shake around so much? It's a brand new thing. It's 8 months old. It should be like 10% through its life. It's 100% through its life. It's a piece of junk. Why the heck does it do that? This feels like a throwback to the one with the hooks that were flying apart. But like, why? It sounds exactly like I was sounding like last time, but what kind of design is that? Why? What the heck? Why is it like, what is a swing if you can't build momentum without holding shaking? Dude, I did like a little bit like this. If you go beyond this, the whole thing just breaks, essentially. It might as well be breaking at this point. What the heck? What the heck, guys? Alright guys, attempt number 9, and we're already at the punching bag, which is good. To be completely honest, it might not have been the playset's fault that I failed the 8th attempt. Maybe that was just me projecting my own failure onto it. But either way, I wasn't know about the playset because this playset is way too weak and falling apart, and it's frustrating. But that being said, we have the net swing we're trying to get onto it. It looks like it's very high up though, so it's gonna be tough to get onto it with only one flip. And yeah, we messed it. Stupid thing, man. Alright guys, this thing was officially built by an idiot. Not built, but like it's like designed, planned, whatever. This thing does not work. Everything is just breaking and falling on me. I've had swings in my head 3 times today, which, you know, might be by design of the challenge. Stupid bug is hitting me in the face. God, stop. Might be by design of the challenge, but also it's a stupid playset made by an idiot who don't know what they're doing. Like, how do you sell this piece of junk, man? I mean, it's always bad, but this time I'm trying to use a swing for, you know, swinging like it's meant to be. It doesn't work. The whole thing just shakes. Stupid fly keeps hitting me in the face. And by the way, this swing is messed up, and it's just made by an idiot. Alright guys, you guys, I'm doing badly so far, but I'm not giving up the fight with myself. Alright, here we go on attempt number 10, guys. We're starting from the top. It's happened before where we get the Hail Mary at the end, and we're able to make it through on the last attempt. But this is pretty bleak because we haven't even made it to the halfway point yet. But you never know. Maybe this will be a very big lucky break for us. We'll make it through the whole course. Or maybe not, but you have to stick around to find out either way. So we're building momentum here. Hopefully we won't fail here because that'd be a very anticlimactic ending if we failed this little transition. But we've done it before for sure, so we might do it again. But this time we did grab onto the top of the punching bag. So we're probably going to make it onto it. Yep, there we go. We're on the punching bag. And we've seen before that we probably have to flip this net swing over twice to get onto it. Otherwise, it's too high. So we got the first flip. Let's try to get another. And the stupid swing is hitting me. But it's very tough to get the net swing up, as you can see. So I might lose my grip. So I'm actually going to go to try to get on it and with only one flip. It's very high up, but I'm trying my best to get up there. I'm really trying to put everything into this last attempt here. And you see me half on the swing, half off the swing, and using the punching bag and trying to kind of stay on. But the thing is twisting and it's falling. And it's not looking good for me because it's completely vertical. And I'm like a fish out of water trying to get on there. Maybe like a beach whale, actually. But either way, I'm trying to get up there. I'm wrapping around it, but this thing is tipping me off. I'm trying to use the punching bag to get on there. I'm using my flip-flops to get up there. And I did. I got lucky there, but we still have a long way to go. That was one victory out of many failures. But here's here it is again. We're getting up on there. I'm impressed with that one, actually. That was pretty tough fighting. But now we have to get to the next part and get onto the disc swing below us. And no, we fell off. Dang it. I don't know. That thing wouldn't come undone because this place was built by an idiot. It's not my fault. It's a loss, but I barely even need anything because this place is just crap. Alright guys, so it's obviously a very resounding loss. We need to make the back half of the course, unfortunately. But we're going to try it here just for fun because we didn't even do this whole thing I set up, so why not try it? So this is like our 11th attempt that doesn't count at all, but we can see what we can do. So first we go to the monkey bars, and we're going to go back on the cone until we reach the drop swing to our right, which you got to drop under our weight. We never saw this in the challenge. It's unexplored territory, only because I did so badly. But here we go nonetheless. We're going to try to use the balance of the drop swing to reach that ladder next to me and flip it over. Just like the net swing, we have to flip it over the beam in order to access it. But in this case, we have to flip it over all 5 times, not just until we can reach it. Because otherwise we could use it like that and that'd be kind of easy. So I try to make the difficulty appropriate. So one of the conventions of this challenge is that I must flip this one over 5 times till it reaches its full length. So that's the second flip. It got stuck over the beam next to it, so I have to go up and pull it down, which is annoying. But this playset, well, it's not really the playset's fault, but just the beam is next to it, so it got stuck on there. But that's 2 flips. We have 3 to go. It's gonna get harder as we go because it gets to be a longer ladder, just like the rope swing gets harder when it gets more flips. So we have 3 done now. And one interesting thing about this is that you kind of need the ladder in a way, not just to flip it over, but you also need it to kind of navigate across, because you have a very unstable ground with the drop swing, so you kind of need to use the ladder to help you. Like just like that, I fell right there. I wouldn't have been able to stay on without the ladder. So you kind of have a symbiotic relationship of not just trying to get it over, but also trying to use it to stay on yourself. So it's interesting, just like with the net swing and the punching bag. So that's our 4th flip now. So we have 1 more flip to go. Right now it looks like it's at its full length, but can get longer. Yes, we're talking about the ladder. But here we go. We have 1 more flip with the ladder. It's basically at its full extension, but just for as a convention, we have to flip it the whole way so it can reach its full size. I don't know. So I just need to get on this ladder before I say any more commentary. But we flipped it over. We just have to pull it down, and then we're all set. Now we can transfer it to the ladder. Thank God. And this is very shaky ground, as you can see, because the swing is bouncy and this ladder is shaky, so there's not much to go on. It looks like we're in an earthquake right now, but we're at least still up. We have our arms, even if our feet are kind of shaking. And we can transfer the ladder. Now we're on a bit more of a steady surface, since we're on the same, we're ubiquitously on the ladder. I can't say it, but I can think it. But we're onto the ladder, and now we can climb around to the last swing of the day, which is this trapeze bar. We just have to get on this trapeze bar and generate some momentum to reach the crossbar at the end in order to win, in quotes. We can't actually win because we already lost the challenge, but it'd be at least kind of like a good way to end it if we can do this part. So we have to get some momentum here and then reach out for the crossbar, and we still missed. Ugh. All right, guys, now we're sadly down 2-3 until next week.